Hi everyone, this is Shannon Shy. Welcome to another installment of Q&A with Shannon about OCD recovery. Special treat for you today. Hopefully you'll think it's a treat. Um, Thank you everyone for the questions. I will get to them in due time. And also, as always, if you have a question, you can send it to me on Facebook, Instagram, my YouTube channel, or email me, shannonshy@gmail.com. If you want to remain anonymous, please let me know so. All right, today's question. Could you please talk a little about the actual application of your strategy itself? Like, how do you know this is an OCD thought? What is it doing to us to make it so that we know it's OCD? And then, what do we do? I'm pretty sure I remember the main tenets, but a refresher course can't hurt. Anonymous. Okay, thank you for the question. So, yeah, I had a strategy. The strategy was my sword and shield. Um, it's one of the pillars in my foundation. The other pillars are desire, hope, motivation. But the strategy is the answer to the question of what do I do when OCD taps me on the shoulder? Right? I try to keep it simple. The objective, again, the strategy is your sword and shield. We want to get to a place where OCD doesn't adversely affect our life, even if it is present. If with a strategy we don't ever have to fear the disorder. I developed my strategy based on some basic advice from my psychologist. I took his advice. He sent me out into the wilderness, right, to try to do these things. I didn't do ERP. I didn't do uh, acceptance commitment therapy. He just gave me some basic advice and sent me out, and then I checked back in with him every couple of weeks. So as I tried to implement his advice, I started trying to figure out what I was doing that was making the disorder stronger, and then what I might do differently that hopefully would make it weaker over time. I finally settled upon what I called a strategy, and I called it ground rules and checkpoints. I didn't know that it was going to work, but logically, maybe, I thought this is my best shot, right? So the strategy is called ground rules and checkpoints. The ground rules were rules that I integrated into my daily life and tried to apply every time OCD taps me on the shoulder. The checkpoints were things that I would say to myself to help me implement the ground rule. And then I also developed some techniques that you've probably seen here in my videos to help me overall. So today I'm going to list the ground rules. Um, in a mini series, that sounds really dramatic, but in a mini series of videos after this, I will talk about each ground rule and the checkpoints that I had to help me implement them and the techniques. And hopefully, this will be a sufficient refresher course for you. So, the ground rules. First, remind yourself that you don't have to be perfect at implementing the strategy or anything else in your life. Second, separate yourself from the disorder, right? Treat the disorder as a separate entity from yourself. Third, identify the thoughts that you suspect are coming from OCD and then attribute them to their rightful owner, OCD. Fourth, allow the thoughts that you suspect are coming from OCD to be in your mind. Don't resist them. Don't try to replace them with better thoughts. Just allow them to be there. Fifth, resist giving into the compulsions at all cost. Resist, resist, resist. Okay, so all the videos after this one in this mini series will be about those ground rules and those checkpoints and some techniques. All right, buckle up your seatbelt. Bye.